What is poppin'? Today I'm going to show you guys this Kim Kardashian Met Gala 2019 eyeshadow tutorial. So basically I'm just going to be showing you her look and recreating it. So let's get right into the video. Starting off with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade... Oh wait, I don't really remember the shade. And sadly, the bottom of the bottle is covered in concealer because my drawer is a mess. But I'm just placing that on to my... Oh wait, it's okay. It's the shade Natural Beige. Okay, I remember now. So I'm taking that and putting that on my eyelid. Sorry, I have the memory of a goldfish, so that's that. Then I'm taking my BH Cosmetics brush and dipping into the shade Golden Ochre. This is going to be our initial transition shade. It really isn't our main transition shade, if I'm being honest, but I just wanted something that a little more bright and not warm. I mean, the shade is pretty warm, but compared to the other transition shades, it's not as warm. So it's kind of bringing some color, you know, kind of making it a little bright and kind of just building that up. But this isn't going to be our actual transition shade. That we are going to get to in a second. So I'm taking the shade Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange and mixing those together and tapping off the excess, of course, because Modern Renaissance has an exceptional amount of fallout, if I'm being honest. But the pigment is there, so it's worth it. So I'm taking that and blending it out on my crease, and then I'm taking my Morphe M506 brush and dipping into the shade Love Letter, and of course tapping off the excess, and then I'm putting that on the outer V of my eye, kind of making that a little deep, but then also dragging it into the crease without any additional product, and then blending that out and making my way into the inner corner with some more additional product, and, you know, getting ready for the halo eye because Kim Kardashian's look is definitely a really nice halo eye. Then I'm taking my Morphe M514 brush with the shade Real Gar, just using this lightly, very lightly. When I say lightly, I want you to like feather this out. If you're trying to copy this look, you have to feather it out or else it's just going to be too dark. But this is supposed to be blending it out, so make sure you do it very lightly and just feather it out instead of going in and like packing color, because I mean, her look is kind of brownish pink. It's really not orange at all, so you don't want that orange pigment to be there. Now I'm going to the Desi X Katy Friendcation palette, and I'm going into the shade Just a Kiss. This is going to be our main shade. This is going to be the thing that makes us look wet, because if you see Kim Kardashian in her look, Makeup by Mario definitely made her eyes look wet. Her skin looked wet. The whole vibe of this is to look wet. And what I loved is that she didn't keep the halo eye in the middle of it or the shimmer just to the crease. She went above the crease, almost up to the brow bone. And it was really nice because even for like hooded eyes, even if you keep your eyes open, you're definitely going to see it. So I loved that concept. I love how it wasn't a typical like cut crease or anything. It's very like spread out and nice. Then I'm going back with the shade Love Letter and just going over and making sure it's all blended and that you can still see the shade Love Letter. And then taking all of our transition shades that we had before and just blending it out. Like I said, I love how this is a very blown out. It's not like a full cut crease and like sharp edges going on. I love the vibe of this. It was very different, and I feel like that's what made her Met Gala look stand out. Also, the fact that it was literally wet. So I'm going back with the shade Just a Kiss. Like I said, I really want this to look wet. Then I'm going into my Stila Gold Goddess glitter thing, I guess. Sorry, of course, I showed it to the camera upside down. What's new? But, I'm placing that on to my lid and, of course, going above the crease almost to my brow bone because it's going to give you that wet look. Even when you look straight ahead of you, it's going to look wet and you're definitely going to see it. And that's pretty much the goal of this look. Kim Kardashian also had a, like, feathered out wispy look. So I'm taking some Cypress Umber on my Kylie, like, eyeliner brush and just kind of winging it out, being really close to my lash line. And, of course, like I said, winging it out. Don't go, like, too full-on liner because she didn't really have any full liner on, but she did have like a little black, you know, outline on her eye and just a little, she had a little smokiness going on, just a little bit. Now I'm taking up my makeup remover wipe and of course just taking out all the fallout on the bottom of our eye because that is not a good look. And then I'm winging out the shadows. This is my favorite step to do, and all celebrity artists use this technique just because it's the best. It really just is the best. It gets all the shadow, gets all the fallout, and gives you that sharp edge. And I just think it's so easy, honestly, to get that perfect edge using this technique. So, of course, I'm just taking that out, really wiping off all the fallout and excess. Now I'm taking my transition shades on my Morphe M514 brush and I'm just taking that and kind of pinching it and using them as my transition shade under my eyes, and we're getting ready for the lower lash line. And then I'm taking the shade Love Letter on my Morphe M506 brush. I feel like it's just easy to use the brushes you use on your top lid on the lower lash line too and just pinch it, just because, I don't know, I feel like it gives that same blown out effect. When you use like different brushes, the colors kind of, they tend to show up darker on denser brushes. Then I'm going back with the eyeliner brush and pulling that from the top lid to my lower lash line. Again, she had like that black defined like smoky outline. I don't really know how to describe it, but she had that look going on. Then I'm going into the ColourPop Kathleen Lights pigment shade in the Maiden, and this was really what took this to another level. It really made it stand out and look really wet. So I'm taking some and just putting some on the middle of my eye, on the halo eye, and bringing it up like I said, and then taking some on my inner corner. And this, whew, this made me look wet. I loved this shade so much. It's my favorite inner corner highlight to exist. And that is it for this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my take / recreation on Kim Kardashian's Met Gala look, and I had so much fun recreating this. I really loved this look. This was like the one look that stood out. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!